Hi, Vicki. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, and oracle card advisor. I can't. I don't know what's wrong with my camera. I'm too close, and I have no way to zoom it back out. I don't know what's up. It's like I'm in your face. I can't back up far enough. My arms aren't long enough. Oh, me and my technical issues. Anyway, great to hear from you. Okay, let's see. We got Bob here. Let's see what he's got to say. Okay, he's getting a little closer. Need you closer. He's talking about the picture that you sent. That is such a favorite memory for him. And even I noticed in that picture the awesome energy between the two of you. It just sensed the total love between the two of you. He's so proud of you. So proud of you. He says, why do you think that way about yourself? Why do you doubt yourself? Why do you have a lack of self-confidence? You're just as good as everybody else. You're better than most. You don't see that. And he kind of puffs his chest out and goes, sorry, the camera's too... kind of rubs his chest. Now he's laughing at me. And he says, I might just be a little prejudiced about it. He says, look how gorgeous she is, but it's not the gorgeous on the outside, it's the gorgeous on the inside that is coming through that makes her look gorgeous. And he directed my eyes. I've got scribblings over here on the side, and I was staring at it. I thought, why am I staring at it? I'm staring at the word down. It's in a go down, but down is the word that popped out. You have to stop beating yourself down. You have to stop going down. Down when you should be going up. And he's talking about inside. He says you get too in your head, too closed in where you don't see anything else except for those thoughts going on in your head. Oh, see if he'll describe it better. He's standing right. This is my right ear. Some of these videos I don't get it. Some of them are backwards. This is my right ear. Well, my bob's usually over here on my left, so they usually come over here on my right anyway. The two bobs are behind me and they're shaking hands. I mentioned my bob. I was just chewing his ass out for not being here enough. He used to come to every one of my readings and help me. Your Bob says my Bob's a mighty fine fellow. They like each other. Oh, okay, let's get back to you. Sorry. Quite the gentlemen they are. And they both they both have the same demeanor where there's just a gentle loving about them. Your Bob says he could be really gruff when he needed to, when he wanted to, but he didn't want to. He said, but he could be pretty stout. Stout is the word he used. Stout, but not physically. He says, I knew how to be strong enough to get shit done. But there was always that loving stuff inside of him where he loved everybody around him, even though male ego mostly didn't like to let it show all the time. Oh, he's going to talk about it. Most of them won't. He says he liked to sit and watch people. He didn't know he was doing it, but he would project love at people. He'd look across the room and go, well, that lady looks like a really nice person. He had a way of just knowing, I don't want to say it, kind of knowing how somebody felt, like whether he was kind of an empath. Like I can see somebody across the room and I can tell, ooh, they got issues going on there, you know. Or whether they're free and loving and soft. And even though he could see that in people, he didn't really approach people with it. And it's something you really can't do a lot of times because people go, what the heck is wrong with you? And guys don't do that. Drinking my smoothie. He says you're being a worrywart. You worry too much over the little bitty shit. That the little bitty shit is the stuff you need to let go of. He says that's keeping you all in here and guarding yourself because all this little bitty shit, the anxiety, if you learn how to let that go, I'm trying to listen to him, you will uncover your light and everybody's going to see it. Everybody sees your light, but you still try to protect yourself. You try to cover yourself. He says you need to learn how to uncover your light. He says, okay, he says you're kind of like me. When my light was shining bright, it's like people were attracted to me like a moth to a flame. Every place I went, everybody, there'd be 50 people, they were attracted to me. I didn't know why, but they could feel my light. They could see my light. When my Bob died, my light died. I'm just now getting it back. He says you're the same way. Your light died when he died, but you need to let it back out because there's so, oh good grief, I've been emotional in readings lately. It's gonna make me cry. You have so much that the people out there need. You've got to let that light shine. There's people that need you. But You can't let them drain you. There's a difference. You can help people. I might have 5 people coming to me at the same time when my light was shining, and they would have huge problems, suicidal, things like that. I'd be the one to get up in the middle of the night and go sit with them. He says, you're the same way. I'm not dwelling on myself. He just wants me to explain from my experience where you're at. And my husband said, Rhonda, you can't help them all. You can't fix them all. I said, but by God, I'm going to try. That will drain you. That will drain you. But we still feel the need to do it. But you still need that. I know I may be confusing you. I'm confusing her. Those people need to feel your light and your love. You're here to bring that light. Listen. Let him be by your side and help you do that. Instead of mourning the loss of him, he's saying rejoice. Rejoice what he can help you do now. Yeah, he's not even worried about the financials or anything like that. He's worried about you uncovering your light again. He wants you to beam, to shine. Okay. Sorry, he's dwelling on my experiences to pass on to you. I tried an experiment one time. Walk into Walmart and walk in like this. How many people approach you? They turn their eyes away from you. They don't speak to you. Back out the door, come back in, and walk in like this. And everybody says, "Hi, how you doing?" "Oh, hi, nice to see you." Even talking about strangers. He wants you to uncover that. Because people are going to be so attracted to you. And it's not that they're going to... You have to be careful not to let them drain you, but... Oh, gosh, I know I'm not explaining this well. He's making a big point of this. This is what he wants you to do. You can let people use you and drain you, and you have to think of yourself first. Right? You have to take care of you. You have to be you. You're not being you. You're not being authentically you. That just sounds like the stuff I preach all the time. He says, instead of being pulled in 10 different directions, draw them to you. Don't go all of their ways trying to go get that one. You're not out to get them. You're out to uncover your light. You're some type of a light worker, not in the way I am. You're to uncover your light because they are going to come to you like a moth to a flame. Just like mine used to do me. And then, like I said, when my bulb left, my light went out. So I'm slowly digging myself back out. He says you're the same way. He said it's time. Show that beautiful smile. You need to get rid of that fog and confusion. You need to rejoice him. You need to relish the love that you guys had together. He says, I am still by your side. Don't ever doubt me. He said, don't ever doubt me. That's what he said. Him and my Bob are having a discussion back here. Hey, it's our time. You guys can talk later. Did you just recently get a new car, or you're thinking about getting a new car? He's like, thumbs up. He likes it. Be careful. Don't go too fast in it and look both ways. Still being the dad. He wants you. I need to breathe. He wants you to get in it. He wants you to crank the music up, the happy music up. Beat the dash, beat the steering wheel, whatever you got to do, and jive. Be laughing and smiling and singing no matter what it takes as you're driving down the road, so people drive by and look at you and go, hey, look, and they wave, and they smile back. He says, no, not the guys hitting on you. He says, don't worry about the financial stuff. You have enough. You have enough abundance already. We always want more. You're comfy. You're warm. You have food. You have love all around you, but you're covering it up. You're not feeling it. You're too guarded. He says you need to be more vulnerable without being used. There's something, he's not telling me what it is. There's something that you really, really yearn to do, something you really want to do, something you really want to explore or learn. And then we're being unclear. There's something that you haven't done yet that your heart really desires. And then you keep thinking, well, it's not quite the right time. Well, maybe tomorrow. Well, I don't have enough money. Well, it will disrupt. What? It will disrupt my life the way it is now. He says, so what are you going to do? Wait till you're up here with me? Do it now. He says, set your heart free. Set your soul free. Whatever this thing is, I wish he'd tell me. Something deep down in there that you just have always wanted to do. I don't care if it's go out and stand in the middle of the street and sing at the top of your lungs. I don't care what it is. He says, no, not that. Well, then tell me. Something to do with painting or being artistic or something creative. It's something creative that you think you won't make a dime at. But he says it's what you need to do because it's what your heart desires. And it's going to put you in a different path. It's not going to change your whole entire life, right? Like boop, boom, boom. It's all different. He says, but it's going to set you in different opportunities. Different doors will open because you'll be on the right path. You'll be what your soul, your spirit's longing for. Your heart. Do what makes your heart sing. And it will totally open up different doors. It'll put different people in your life. But it'll be, instead of a drudgery like going to work 9 to 5, I don't know if you work or not, but it will be You'll be happy. You'll be singing. You'll be lifted. Your vibration will lift much higher. Your light will start shining. And then all the new people that you run into will see that light and will be attracted. There's some place else you're supposed to be. And I don't mean moving house, or I don't even know if you're married, getting a divorce, moving to a different town or country. It's not like that. It's not that. There's some place else you need to be, and it could be just a creative arts place down the block. I'm not talking about changing your whole world. He said there's some place else. Is there some place you drive by and you look at it and you go, wow, I'd really like to go in there and do that, or I'd really love to do that, a dance class or a music class or an art class. He's not telling me which one. It's got something to do with music's involved in it, so I don't know if it's a dance class. It's got music involved, or there'll be music there. Even if it's not involving music, there'll be music going. That'll be it. And he says something about vegetarian. I don't think vegetarian doesn't have to do with this, I don't think. But he brought up something about vegetarian, and I think that's separate. He's being a little cagey. He did a lot of yapping earlier. Now he's being a little cryptic. He's still over here on my right side. He's staying very, very close. Usually they stay out there where I can see him. Sorry, my throat's dry, so I gotta keep drinking. I need more moisture in my house. He's very, very, very adamant that you drive by this place and you think about it and you think, I don't have the time, I don't have the money. I wouldn't be any good at it. It's just it's not something that will further my life. Yes, it will. Go do it. And I'd be curious to know what it is. You may have it so covered up that you don't. Just think about it. He's very adamant about it. And he'll be there with you. He's dangling some keys and jingling them. I feel like there's two different things with these keys he's jingling. Well, number one, you're going to hear them. You will. Usually it'll be in your house because it's usually a little quieter there, you know. You don't have all the outside, but it could be anywhere that you're going to hear keys jingling. And it doesn't matter if you're walking through Walmart and you hear somebody jingle their keys, you know, as they're getting them out of their purse to leave and get in their car. And you hear the keys jingling and it makes your head turn and it pulls your attention. That's him. That's him giving you a sign that he's around. So, when that happens, even if it's just in your head, see, I hear it, I acknowledge it, I love you, Dad, bring me more. But there's also going to be something with physical keys. And he's kind of giggling. Don't know if he's going to hide your keys or mess with your keys in some way. So, and it's not just showing car keys. There's several keys on this key ring. So it could be house key, could be anything. Any key. He's giggling. Now he's slapping his knee and laughing. I hope your keys don't disappear. That's not funny, Dad. Let's see. Oh, he wants me to tell you. And a lot of times, especially when you first start recognizing signs and acknowledging them, A lot of times, like I always use mine. My Bob talks to me with music. I'll hear a song as I'm driving down the road and I go, oh, well, I think that's for me from him. But in a truck exactly like the one he drove will go by. Or it'll be something close to, as close as it can get to what he was driving. So that's like the song, and then there's the validation. So a lot of times in the very beginning, you'll get a lot of the double things. Yep, this is exactly what you felt like it was. He's showing me smoke. Did he smoke cigarette, cigar, pipe, something? I see smoke around him. Either he smoked or somebody close to him smoked. You smell that smoke. You're going to smell that smoke. Even if he didn't smoke, there's going to be some kind of smoky smell that you relate to him that you're going to smell. And the same thing as the other one. When you smell it, I love you, Dad. I miss you. Thank you. Bring me more. Acknowledge them. I have no idea why he's putting this song in my head. Gosh, you say, I don't even know it's a cartoon song. The ants go marching one by one, hoorah, hoorah. The ants go marching one by one, hoorah, hoorah. And they all go down to the ground to get out of the rain. Boom, boom, boom. I had no idea. No idea. He's laughing. He's laughing. So if you can figure out how to Google that song, when I get done with this, if I find a link to it, I'll put it in there. I have no idea what that has to do with. Okay, he has a... Oh, I started to say he has a woman with him, but he says, first, tell her, don't forget what I said in the beginning. I mean it. And he's standing behind me, so I can't really see her. A woman, woman, woman. Yeah, I need her to step closer. For some reason they want to acknowledge her, then she needs to step up where I can see her. Alright, I believe this would be his mother. She's presenting herself as older than him. Of course, at that age they all have really gray hair. It was really curly, almost like a fro. Just curl, curl, curl. The really white curls. She's bent over, used a walker, cane. Was elderly when she passed. She appears to be short, but she's also bent over, stooped over, like older age. So she's presenting herself as you would recognize her. And she was back. He's still standing here on my right. He says, I'm just hanging out. And he's poking Bob again, my Bob. Guys, quit. Do it later. Oh, if you could only see what goes on in my head. Your Bob said, well, there's a lot of room up there for a lot of stuff to ramble around because it's empty. Oh my goodness, I've had a couple of good readings lately where I have some fun. Thanks, both the Bobs. Oh, let's see. Where were we going with Grandma? Okay, now she's standing up, younger, appears taller than what she was. So maybe she was a taller lady, but she was just stooped over in her old age. Ooh, elderly age. Don't get mad, Grandma. They just want you to know that she's there. She says she really doesn't have anything to say. For some reason, she said she was there when he left. She helped guide him. She made sure he towed the line and went where he's supposed to. She seems like a very authoritative figure. Sorry. Trying to see if he'll show me something else. I know we really don't have any validations for you, just a lot of preaching. But I think that's kind of what you asked for, was advice. I've got another song going through my head. Did he like music? Either that or Bob's helping him, because my Bob, totally, we called him the jukebox hero. I was hearing, what's the song? Let the sun shine, let the sun shine, let the sun shine in, do, do, do. Seems like that was basically all the words in the dang song. It's like a hippie song from 70s, and I stink it. Guess that song and guess that song artist. You just keep hearing, let the sun shine, the sun shine in, boom, boom, boom. Oh crap! I got the name of the group. I think, like Age of Aquarius. You know that. I don't know how old you are, but I'm thinking that's 70s. Let me make a note. Oh, and the Ant song. Let me make a note. See if I can remember to Google it. Dang it. '70s. In the ants. Sorry, take up your time doing this. Because if I don't write it now, it's a done deal. I'll never remember it again. It's hell to get old. Now he's showing a little dog. Not little, but a little smaller than medium size, what I would call medium sized dog. I couldn't even begin to tell you what kind of dog this is, and I know what most dogs are. Fuzzy, long fuzzy ears, lighter colored, longer tail, but kind of almost a longer body. Does not look like any kind of certain type of dog. Fuzzy, almost kinky hair like a poodle, but not quite. But it's definitely not a poodle body. It's just a mutt, but a happy little mutt, and it loves somebody a lot. Little mutt. He's acknowledging this dog. Now your dad just said, I don't think we're flipping from the dog. Who took the remote? Who took the damn remote? Where's my damn remote? And he laughs again. Dad. He's wanting to dance. He's wanting to dance. It almost looks like, I was going to say waltz, but it's not a three-step. It's just like he's floating across the dance floor. Just, it's kind of a 1, 2, 3, but I sure wouldn't call it a waltz. But he's not just standing there. He's dancing with a partner, and he's just gliding. He's just like a ballroom dance. He says, yes, I can do that. And then whoever the partner was, he would spin him. Whoop, spin him. Or they spin underneath. Light on my feet, just call me Twinkle Toes. Now I'm hearing this. We're into music. I don't know if Bob's helping him or what. My Bob. I keep forgetting. So now I'm hearing the song, and it's an oldie, another oldie, Cherish. Cherish as much as I cherish you. You don't want me to sing. I guarantee you don't want me to sing. I'll try to remember to Google these songs and send you, and then you can Google the words, because it's usually the words in the song. Sometimes it's just the title, like Cherish, that he cherishes you. A lot of times there's words in the song that you need to hear. He just showed a living room, and there was a footstool. It had kind of a cushion cloth on it, like something that you could sit on footstool. But he just kicked it. He just kicked it and scooted it like a foot or so. I don't know if somebody's just tripped over this, or is just, if you stubbed your toe on this, or if he's going to try to move this. That's a pretty heavy, big object. They usually only go for the little things that are easy for their energy to move or touch. So, I mean, he could move it. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but I'm guessing it's something about move it out of the way before you fall on it. Somebody fell on it. Somebody stubbed their toe on it. Something about this stool, and it moved. Footstool. But he's making a big point of on top of this footstool is a big thick cushion. He's making it look this way anyway. It may not be in real life, but it's big, like padded, looks like a padded dome on it with material on top of it. Kind of flowery material. Or at least some kind of a pattern. So he could be over exaggerating that just to make sure that I see that. Alright, he says, I heard him say the name Chuck. I used to get names exact. I don't anymore. So it could be just a male with a CCH name. So you might have to think outside the box a little bit as far as this name. But he's acknowledging a male with that similar name to that. Somebody he respected. He's not acknowledging if he's saying he's there with him or if he's just acknowledging him here. He says, okay. He says, I think that's enough preaching for now. I think you caught my drift. Now he's showing me like you have a lampshade on your head and he's trying to pull it off. Like trying to pull a lampshade off a lamp. He's trying to do that to you. And you're trying to hold on to it. He wants you to let go of it and let him help you pull it off. You will be amazed at how light you'll feel. Oh, he says you don't feel like you deserve to feel that way. Yes, you do. You absolutely do. You have beautiful energy. Beautiful energy. If you could see you like I see you. But that's just it. We don't see ourselves like other people see us. So go look in the mirror. Now. Go look in the mirror and tell yourself you love you. I love you. Go look in the mirror and say, I love you. You're perfect just the way you are. Oh no, excuse me. Say it. I love you. I'm perfect just the way I am. I'm me. I'm authentically me. I'm not going to put on a fake show to please anybody just because it pleases them. Oh, he's clapping his hands. And no, when you do this, he's going to be standing behind you clapping his hands. He's standing behind you and wanting to shove you clear right up to the mirror and say, get up there and do it. Do it. He says, I love you, pumpkin. Don't ever doubt that I'm around all the time. He's holding up the keys again, so listen for the keys jingling. Have no idea what this is. He's getting ready to leave, but he says 1, 2, 3, and he snaps his fingers. Don't know what it means. 1, 2, 3, snap. It's just that quick. 1, 2, 3, snap. Don't know what it means. So keep that in mind. You're going to hear it, see it, feel it, know it. I don't know. I don't know what it is. They never waste a message. Okay, your Bob is saying bye to my Bob. Now they're shaking hands again. They're wasting our time diddling. Oh my goodness. Now they're giving me kudos. I'm supposed to do that on somebody else's time. Actually, I've gone over my time. You're both patting me on the shoulder saying I'm a pretty good old gal. And my Bob's going, yeah, I know, she's a pretty good old gal. Your Bob's going, yeah, I see that. I love them. Yeah, they're still dillying. Okay, now your Bob says he's leaving. And they're waving at each other. See, my Bob just got his ass chewed out the last few days because he hadn't been around. Oh, I love my Bob. Or my job. I love my Bob too. I love my Bob. But I love my job. It's not a job. I love helping people. Anyway, gotta go. Having trouble getting the internet to load these, so I'm gonna go fly downtown someplace and see, fly down on my broom, I guess. And see, oh, it's too cold at 7 degrees. My broom would be freeze in the air. So, I'm gonna go downtown and try to find a place and see if the internet's any better and load these. They're coming to work on mine Monday, so hopefully I can get my shit straightened out. So, love you, love you, love you. Thanks. Jump in on the Tuesday and Wednesday live stuff. I try to give away lots and lots of free stuff as much as I can. But I do need to buy Pepsi too, so thanks for trusting me with your loved one. He's such a gentle, loving man. Love him. Love the Bobs. See you later. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, and oracle card advisor. Don't forget to go look in the mirror and take the lampshade off your head. Dad said so.